Hi everyone, I'm Father Mark, pastor of St. Paul's in Bellevue, Florida. As I watch the news day by day, one thing that strikes me is how many people are going to bed hungry still. This is unfathomable in a country like ours, where at any given point in time, we have enough food here to feed the country and the rest of the world 60 times over in terms of meals at any given time. Yet for some reason, the food that could really be used by those who are oppressed, in poverty, that are homeless, in some kind of a need, it's not getting to them. So what is the answer here? You know, there's so many people down on the streets that are just doing everything they possibly can to help in this situation. We see a few superstar athletes that are making a splash as well, but it's not nearly covered as it should be. No one should be going hungry at night here in the United States. So as we share our own food, I have to think that there's a greater responsibility on those that are truly well off. Those that are truly well off, that have control over the distribution of so many items like food, that it doesn't remain an economic condition where the highest profits have to be driven for and received, but instead, what about the highest needs that are out there to be fulfilled for such a basic thing? Even though people can't afford to buy food this day, they're going to be out there forever. And while people don't want to be their brother's keeper, it's not something we want to hear either. So we turn our backs too often. Or we'll give a can of something or a can of something, and we'll think that suffices and it's great, which it is if you have, like, say, 25, 30 million people giving a can of something. That'd be wonderful. So we have to try to step up what we're doing here, because we can't seem to shake the hearts, to soften the hearts of those who could make gigantic calls for the distribution of food, basic food for people that are homeless again, that are in trouble, that have anxiety about their next meal, that they're just starving. I don't get it. We can do so much better. See, the Psalm says that God provides, He gives food to the hungry. Well, there is enough food. God has given us enough. But it's up to us now to make sure that everybody gets something sufficient. We got to stop, turning our backs. We got to stop just, the victimization of others in some shape or form. And we got to stop vilifying the poor and saying, oh, if they only would pull up their bootstraps and get back to doing what they could survive. I'm not responsible for them. We got to stop with that attitude, and we got to turn to Christ, and we got to give thanks to God for what we have, but we have to be willing to share, and we have to be willing to stand together to get those again who have the most, who just control all of it, to stop just throwing bones to people. But how about putting some meat on those bones to help them out? I'm calling for you to make noise to those that can actually exact a change in this process of distribution, or I should say withholding, because that's actually what it is. It's withholding. We need to just keep sharing, to have generous hearts. There's nothing wrong with giving someone enough food so that they're not starving, so that they're actually can function. And guess what? A person who's really hungry is weakened. And how are they gonna be a part of society in a positive manner if they're walking around starving and hungry every day? Just a basic thing we can help with. May this Christmas season be the season for you to make a difference this way somehow. Jesus be praised. Amen.